After many months of waiting, Homelander is finally playable in Mortal Kombat 1. But is he terrific or terrible? Today, let's analyze all of his attacks and special moves to find out once and for all. If anyone watching has cool tips about Homelander, please post in the comments down below and let's learn together. Without any further ado, let's begin. First up, we have a Laser Eyes, a standard projectile, but I'm wondering if from full screen it becomes a mid? No, it's still a high, so can Reptile duck under this, even though the angle looks like he can't? Yeah, he still can, I just shoot right through his head. That's fighting game logic, baby. Now that being said, the damage is good, and look how quickly it travels. It's almost instant. Let's spin the bar. What do we get? More hits and a knockdown and more pushback too, and double the damage. That's crazier than you might think because it breaks armored attacks. As long as the opponent's not super low to the ground, this will beat their armor. And then on top of that, is it safe on block? No way, right? It is, -6. That is crazy. It's safe on block if you spend a meter. That is very rare for a projectile. Next up, we have Dirty Trick, which is a parry, but get this, it works on jumping attacks as well. No other parry, to my knowledge, works on jump-ins. Or in other words, this parry really is a dirty trick because it also works on a jump-in attack. I'm gonna go ahead and record Reptile and tell him to jump at me and just do like a regular punch like that. Here we go. And once again, most parries would lose right there. They do not beat jump-ins, and even some overheads beat parries, but not Homelander. He beats most basic attacks. That's crazy. And also, look at the window. I did it pretty early, and it still works. I did it the moment the Reptile jumped, and it was still active. That's a huge parry window. Now, by itself, the damage is nothing crazy, but look what happens if I spend the bar. Boom! Full combo, baby. That's right. Now, I don't know too much about Homelander yet, but I do know he can do this. Oh, I whiffed, but you get the idea. Up in the air, back to the ground, finish the combo, and it all started with a parry. Homelander might have the best parry in the game, and I'm not joking. It works on jump-ins, which is extremely rare, and it starts full combos for just one bar, which is also extremely rare. But next up, we have Diabolical Dash, and this special move might be what makes Homelander amazing in this game. By itself, it's just a dash, but there's 4 different things you can do out of it. For example, if I press square, I get a launcher, and you can recover after it with an air combo, and then if done from the air, you get a ground bounce. How sick is that? But only if the opponent's airborne. If they're on the ground, it just starts combos by itself if you do Soaring Strike. Ain't that just so sick? But next up, we have the 7 Slam, which is unblockable. Did I read that right? I think that's a command grab. Yeah, it definitely is. That's crazy. That's really, really good. And then if done from the air, it's still a throw, but I don't think it works on grounded opponents. They would have to be in the sky, so 1 second. Oh, it doesn't work there either. I wonder if it has to be done raw. Like, they have to be jumping also, and then I catch them. One more time, let me try. No, it still works. I was just too fast. Okay, so it command grabs opponents during juggles too. That is sick. The only downside is I can't control which way I throw the opponent. So if they're cornered, I might accidentally put them outside the corner, and I also can't use Mavado's mind to keep the combo going. Unless I have the opponent in the air, when that absolutely will work. Check this out. Boing, right onto the mine. That is so funny. Next up, we have Crippling Knee. Ooh, that could actually launch with the right cameo. Homelander himself doesn't recover right away, but with the right cameo, you would definitely get a follow-up. And then on top of that, it might be safe on block. Let's see. No, -19, very, very punishable. This thing is risky, but even so, it's fast enough to whiff punish and start a full combo in many situations. And last but not least, we have Corporate Kick. This move might not seem like much since it does not start combos. However, check out the frame data. It is +4 on block. That's right. You get in and you're plus. You can go for pressure, mix in a throw, all that crazy stuff. As you can see, Diabolical Dash is a very complex move. It can be done from the air or on the ground, and it's great for combos, it's great for getting in and being plus. It can launch, and there's even an unblockable mix-up with the throw. Yeah, this move is crazy and has so many cool things going for it. Finally, it's time for the next special move, Blast Off. It might not seem like much, but if you spin the bar, this is your armored reversal. In other words, it's your get off me tool. It's your wake up attack, it's your escape in between block strings. You get the idea. And it's also a fun reference to Season 3, so there's that. The regular version, honestly, not very good. Maybe it could be an anti-air, and with the right cameo, you could get a combo going like Scorpion's Hellblast. However, that's not true for the armored version because look how far the opponent's knocked away, and they also fall down really, really quickly. So you get armor, but not a full combo. Homelander is not Kung Lao. Next up is Low Laser Eyes. Hits mid despite the name, but Homelander crouches, which means he will avoid most other projectiles in the game while hitting you with his own. And then if you spend meter, what happens? Ooh, way more hits, which as mentioned earlier could break armor. But you know what? Let's test that theory. I'm gonna tell Reptile to do his armored get up attack and see if my laser eyes can beat it. Alright, here we go. Knock him down. A moment of truth. Yep, it breaks the armor. Look how crazy that is. Hits multiple times and even catches low special moves. If timed correctly, this will beat the opponent's wake up every time. That's insane. As you can already tell, Homelander is going to be a great keep away character. He's good up close too, got plenty of ways to get in and B+, all that nonsense, but he's also going to be really good at some cheesy keep away. To prove my point is another projectile, Sky Laser Eyes. This is your go-to anti-air. It does not hit opponents who are close to you. They must already be in the air, which means I must tell Reptile to jump again and try to anti-air him. Boom, check that out. And then if I spin bar, oh, it hits multiple times, and maybe I can even get a follow-up. Oh yeah, absolutely. There's more than enough time. That's kind of cool. Can the regular one get a follow-up? Not as easily. With the cameo you could, but not with just Homelander himself. The EX version though, you recover much faster and juggle the opponent for longer. So there it's definitely possible. That's cool. That's really cool. Once again, Homelander is a zoner first and everything else second. He's a jack of all trades that also has way too many keep away tools. Don't believe me? Next up is another projectile, Sweeping Laser Eyes. And I think this covers the entire screen, as crazy as that sounds. Now the startup on it is very long, but once he hits the opponent, he just keeps going. And thankfully, I just noticed it does not cover the entire screen, just the ground for a little bit. Does it hit low? It hits mid, but look at the animation on hit. I love the animation so much. Carries the opponent all the way over there. Once again, great for more zoning or keep away. Next up, we have God Complex, which can only be done in the air, but look at that, you T-pose on him, and if you hold circle, he stays up there for even longer. I think you can also move him with the D-pad. That is so funny. And look at that, a full screen low. That was a full screen low. That is amazing. Wait, maybe not. Maybe not a full screen low, my bad. Not full screen, but still has good range on it and does hit low. That's going to be crazy for a mix-up because keep in mind, Homelander can do like other stuff from here. He can fly and then go into his dash, which leads to an overhead. So yeah, Homelander's going to have tons of mix-ups from the sky. Because don't forget about the cameos. They can combo after this. That's going to be crazy. You have a low that leads to a full combo, or you have overheads from the sky that also lead to full combos. This guy's going to be a mix-up monster once he's airborne. But if you press down and L2, you cancel, and he recovers pretty quickly actually. You can block almost immediately after landing and attack right after too. So not much recovery there, which is very good. But then last, but definitely not least, we have his flight. It's just up and left trigger, but once you're up here, you gain access to a bunch of different attacks, including his laser eye or his ground laser eye, which is angled. But that's not all. You can also do diabolical dash from this as well, and I do believe you can just cancel into this from combos, which is crazy because that means if your fingers are fast enough, you can cancel into flight and then do diabolical dash into the overhead and still keep the combo going. Now me personally, I'm not sure if my fingers are fast enough for that yet. I've had no time to practice this, but look at that. Oh my goodness, that is going to be so sick. Basic hit confirm, flight, and then diabolical dash. I'm too fast is the problem, but it's definitely doable. It leads to a full combo. But it doesn't have to be the overhead. You can also go for the low, which leads to a full combo with a cameo. So yeah, Homelander just has mix-ups for days. Can he do this on block? Yes, he can. He can flight cancel on block. That's insane. The mix-ups just won't stop. And also, can I do regular stuff? Yeah, you have regular jump-ins while flying too, so you can just do stuff like this if the opponent wants to mash, right? You can kick him or something. Let me try again. Don't press any buttons. That's crazy. There might still be a gap, but it's going to be a very, very tiny gap. Look at how annoying this is. Oh my gosh, Homelander day one going to be so fun online. Oh boy, next up, it's time for the attack strings, which are my personal favorite. First up is Rise of a Hero. Okay, knocks the opponent away. Can I special cancel that last hit? I cannot, but with the right cameo, that could lead to a full combo, and you can special cancel the second hit. Yeah, there we go. However, is it safe on block? That's the true question. Yes, it is. -6, baby. Next up is Heroic De-Escalation. It starts off high, but Homelander does scoot forward while doing it, so a really good whiff punish, and it's safe on block. No, it's not. -10, very punishable, but knocks the opponent full screen on hit, so just make sure to always combo into it, and then go for annoying keep away, because now the opponent's at full screen. Next up is Backhanded Praise. I love the name. What's it like on block? It is safe at -6, and that's fair because it does not give you a combo, but a really good knockdown, so it could still be a good way to end combos in some situations, maybe like this, and then a hard knockdown. Yeah, I like that. That's crazy. Next up, we have Backhanded Compliment. I love the name, and another knockdown that leaves the opponent right next to you. That's crazy. What's it like on block? It's also safe. Wow. So if the opponent does not learn when to duck, Homelander is safe on a lot of stuff. Then finally, we have See No Evil. That is unblockable. That is actually confirmed to be unblockable. And get this, combined with Movado, oh my goodness, we're gonna get a full combo. That is actually busted and insane. But next up is something really cool. Let's look at Homelander's unique attacks. First up is the Sweep, which has crazy range. Look at this. I don't think any other character in the game has a sweep with this much range, and it's a projectile, which means you can hit them, but they can't hit you. But sadly, it does not combo. It would be so cool to have a low attack that combos. Oh wait, what's that? Is that forward circle and it starts combos? Yes, it does. The range is not quite as good as the sweep, but it's still really good and leads to full combos. So yeah, don't worry, Homelander's got combos. But finally, we have Hear No Evil, and this attack is super interesting because on counter hit, it actually gives you a full combo because the opponent is stunned for longer. And honestly, it might work on punishes too. Let's find out. I'm going to tell Reptile to just do his regular death roll. And now I'm going to block it and do Hear No Evil, and look at that, he's stunned for even longer. So it's not just counter hit, it's also punishes, and that's a game changer. Because once again, it starts combos, which just means more damage on every single punish and every single counter hit. But next up, it's time for the air combos. First up, we have Back to Earth, very fast, and knocks the opponent down. You can run up for a full combo. That's pretty sick. If you want to land an air-to-air, here's the string you want. Next up, we have If Looks Could Kill, and on top of having a really cool animation, it's fantastic when paired with certain cameos like Movado's Mine. Drop them right onto it and then keep the combo going. Next up is Back to Earth again, and then also If Looks Could Kill again. Is that a typo, or did they just run out of names? Believe it or not, there is a tiny difference between these two strings, and that's just the very first hit. Back to Earth is faster with square, and triangle has better range, but is a bit slower. And that's about it for Homelander, everyone, so it's time for my final thoughts. This guy has everything when it comes to mix-ups, keep away, pressure, all of those things. However, his damage does seem to be on the low side, not crazy low, but definitely below average. And I think that's how NetherRealm plans on balancing him out, because once again, just so many mix-ups, especially out of flight. He has lows, overheads, and the overhead is almost unreactable. It's super fast, especially his jumping attacks. Those are actually unreactable and can still be canceled into Diabolical Dash for a full combo. So yeah, this guy has mix-ups for days, and that's why his combo damage is a bit lower. However, that being said, I think if you memorize and master his flight cancels mid-combo, he may have regular damage at that point. It's just gonna be a bit tougher to get that damage. And on top of that, his wake-up game seems pretty weak because yeah, he gets armor, but the range on this thing is abysmal, and as mentioned earlier, it's near impossible to combo after even with a cameo. Or in other words, once you knock Homelander down, he's gonna have a tough time, because even though he does have a parry, it's not instant. It starts up in 8 frames, so as long as your timing is on point, he can't use that as a wake-up. So in summary, Homelander is quite terrific. Amazing combos, amazing mix-ups, amazing keep away, so many ways to break armor, a godlike parry. Yeah, he can do pretty much anything. Now, is he paid to win? I think it's too early to say, but he definitely is very, very powerful. And once again, if anybody watching has any more tips about Homelander, please post in the comments down below so we can learn together. And then while you're down there, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It helps my channel out a ton. And finally, finish that combo by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdog.